Been at this 7 months and learning every day. Apparently, if you add the phrase, now this is for entertainment purposes, you can say whatever the hell you want. That's what I witnessed. Because critters, crime, and crazies. I think it's critters, crimes, and crazies. These people had a life 8 hours long. Through the whole 8 hours, Ziggy V's Cash App ran across the bottom of it. Because she needed some money for her house, and this was a fundraiser. And they stuck by that shit. The woman who was doing it was getting super chats, stickers, one or the other. And she was getting mad. She's like, hey, quit sending me that shit. Send it to Ziggy V. This thing's 8 hours long. She probably built her house after that. The exact phrase was, it showed the Cash App. I'm not going to display that. Ziggy V, for her home, all profits please to her Cash Apps. That ran for 8 hours. And I noticed Summer's little picture was up there in the corner, and that just burnt my ass. Because they didn't talk about Summer hardly any. All they talked about was this fictitious rose that they've invented. And because they say for entertainment purposes only, they're allowed to say this shit, I guess. I was thinking, though, am I the only one that's hearing them say that? I hope everybody realizes, apparently this is how you get away with making stuff up. Now, the first one we heard, and this was it was poorly done in my opinion, because it was confusing how they were doing it, but I'm going to try to give y'all the highlights. I didn't watch all 8 hours. I made it through an hour and a half on fast forward. Well, I turned the speed up and it's like, hey man, so it goes faster. But, wow, I heard the phrase, this is for entertainment purposes only, quite a few times. One of them was when there was trolls in there and being like, ah, you are full of shit. They was like, entertainment purposes only, quit being a troll. And the one chick, she was always constantly, I didn't bother to learn their names. Because apparently this isn't true crime, but apparently this is true bullshit that they were doing. She says her mod, and this is the one that plays the tape of her conversation with a woman who said 500 times, I'm way, way down the branch on the family tree. I think she actually said her last name was Blythe. Something to that effect. Like, God, I didn't know if you were so distant related, it changed your name too. Damn, I guess I'm probably linked to some Davisons and some other folks, you know what I'm saying, that I don't know, but they found her. And she's like, I didn't know Candace or Kenny or none of them, but my grandma told me some stories. It was a load of shit. Of course, we didn't get no names, nothing like that. They kept saying they had receipts. They showed some message. They showed one message where this is the person they're saying is Rose, right? And it has Grandis is on it, and she says, you sure do look like your mom. And they're like, see, there it is. Enough said. But if you read the dude above the comment, he said the same thing. So, that proves what again? It was so stupid. And there was like, they run, like I said, they made actually the disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. We are about to tell y'all a bunch of shit. Please disregard any real... They basically just said it was fake as hell. They said Rose is alive, doing very well. She's adopted 2 kids. So she's alive, and she's raising 2 kids, but she left her other 2 kids with the husband to disappear. In one breath, they say, What had happened was, Rose went and met Grandis at a laundromat. Grandis took the damn shovel to her. Hit her in the head with it. Barely made it out of it. Wasn't no horseback riding incident like's been reported. Because they said Rose had a horseback riding accident and hit her head. And they thought that maybe that could have something to do with her disappearance, right? Like amnesia kicked in or something. So she took that and she put a spin on that. Oh yeah, she hit her head. Because Grandis took a shovel to her at the laundromat. Why'd she go and hide? Why didn't she just go press charges on Grandis' ass for assault with a deadly shovel? Why didn't she do that? But she's like she's an hiding from Grandis and Candace. Then she's showing messages from Grandis to some woman, and I ain't gonna say the woman's name, but they put her up there. If that's a real woman, I'd hate to be her, because her messenger is blowing up. You're Rose Bly. The woman's going, who? What? So weird. And they showed like where she was in a Facebook group or something that Grandis was in or Candace was in and stuff like that. And they was like, this is our proof. This is our proof. And I'm like, well, you gotta, number one, believe she's been in hiding. Number two, she's managed to stay in hiding when she's on Facebook every day talking to Grandis and Candace. Come on, how gullible can people be? And regretfully, there were people there, and they brought people up on the panel, and they were like, wow, this is amazing news. Wow. And then they mentioned, so Rose is coming out. Well, she didn't say quite yet. She said on her time. Then, Rose's husband's name pops up in the comments, and somebody's like, hey, why ain't you letting Rose's husband in here? She's like, is that Rose's husband? We don't know it's Rose's husband. It could be a trial. We don't know what's going on. But somebody had said that they were blocking him, or a guy with the same name as Rose's husband. Now, who knows? Maybe it could have been him, pissed off that they're telling this amazing yarn to half the country. And I seen other channels in there. Am I the only one that heard this is for entertainment purposes only? Am I the only one that heard that? That's a cover your ass signal when you know what you're telling is BS. Then they brought this woman up and she's like, yeah, there's been all kinds of crazy stuff. She starts going back to the shit Fred Hill said, joining that into the plan. Her theory is there's two Summers. One of them's actually Madison. Fred Hill said Candace had another kid. The more I've looked into that, that's bullshit. But these people are running with it, man. Running with everything. Summer looks a little different in one picture than the other one. It's two Summers. That's what these people, and I swear, I get the feeling that one chick believes it. She wasn't a part of this. She just come up to talk. And I think she is convinced of all this craziness they're talking about. You mean to tell me? And they said Rose had been in contact with the TBI too, right? So you mean to tell me Rose in Wisconsin, now they come out and did a 10-year thing and was really trying to drum up some tips, new information on Rose's case. So they're going to be pissed. And there's one side of this that's not funny at all. And if you think about this, Rose had kids, right? Now you imagine them kids, cause they're in their early teens now. They are. What if they're seeing this, and they're actually think, for a minute until they get it figured out, they think that their mother's alive, and they know where she's at. Now, I'm not saying Rose ain't alive, but think about that. Think about them kids. And people in Rose's life that really cared about her. It's so disrespectful. Even with that little disclaimer they keep saying for entertainment purposes, that's low class right there. And this channel has a lot of subscribers somehow. I guess people care more about the gossip and the bullshit than they do the truth. They're more into playing that. Because this was just disgusting, all this. Said Candace and Grannis known Rose was okay all along. Yeah, Rose is supposed to be on the run from them. Then she keeps showing these pictures. This is her. This is Rose. Right here. Proof. Some woman, if I had to guess, I would have said, nah, I don't think that's Rose. And every time she threw it up there, she's like, look, identical twins. Somebody inferred there had been plastic surgery done. They've been watching too many movies, man. You know, you might have sold this and even kept some credibility if you would have made it near believable. But you went overboard, and you went overboard for 8 hours. She said, for 24 hours, out of respect, don't play my content. I tell you what, I'll give you 24 years because I wouldn't play that bullshit on my channel or in my videos for nothing. I thought it was crazy as hell. I thought it was disrespectful, and I damn sure ain't going to promote it any more than telling my peeps what bullshit it was. Had about a few cases of, listen, if this person says something, I'm suing them. I'm suing them for all they're worth. Getting them striked. Well, if you can get somebody striked for calling out your bullshit, then I'm in trouble. Because that's what this was, and that's why you kept saying entertainment purposes only. Sliding it by. Nobody called that shit out for some reason. I don't know. If I would have been there when this was live, I would have tried. You'd have blocked me quick. Then she says at one point, it's going to get deep here in a few. And I was thinking, it's deep now. The bullshit is super deep. It's getting worse? Damn. Where can we go with it? Rose has superpowers? Now she says, we're going to tell. We're not going to say Rose when we talk to this person. Her name's Tulip. What? What are we doing? People were buying this shit. Rose didn't want to be found. What for this 7th cousin to the 10th degree, she wouldn't have been found, but she didn't want to be found. Quit super chatting me how many goes to Ziggy V's house fund. Blythe is her name. She's so far down the family tree that it's not Bly, it's Blythe. Once again, flashes up the 2 pictures of some woman. There she is, there's Rose. Right there, there's your proof. What? Really? One's trolls. Quit questioning shit. Well, that's the note I took. I say what I think. It seems like it's going on, you know. She's trying to shut down the trolls. Quit questioning stuff. It all makes sense. Then they piss me off. They say Summer has been moved and now she's in a swampy area. Somehow they got all this information. I think they insinuate Rose knows all about what happened too. Then they said that when, now I'm not sure the period they was talking about, when something went down that Dawn's stepsisters were there too. And I thought that was kind of a low blow right there, because Dawn's stepsisters are the victims. And you're insinuating they were around? TBI, they know where Rose is. They've known where Rose is. Just keeping that under wraps. Ain't even telling Wisconsin, apparently, because they just had a thing not too long ago. Rose has been in therapy. Then this lady says, listen, if you're live streaming me, I'm striking your channel, you're in deep shit, I'm going to get you. And they're like, who is it? Who's doing it? I'm not going to promote her. I wonder if somebody was doing that. Or she's just trying to look cool. Because that's what this felt like. File charges. Going to strike her channel. She just kept going on. Threatening him. I'll sue you in a heartbeat. You can ask anybody lawsuit. That's me. File it quick. Once again, this lady that was on one of the recordings, who's telling her mod all this, talks about how far down the family tree she is, but yet she's figured it out. Tracked Rose down. Detective Blythe, we'll call her. And she doesn't want to be out there. She doesn't want to get in the middle of all this. Go figure. Then they mentioned that Rose is wanting to go to the jail where Don is, just getting his ass and take her power back, is what they said, because Don had abused Rose. I don't know that to be true. I don't know that Don was around Rose much, because Rose has been missing for a long time. I'm not saying it's not possible, but come on. Quit laying this shit on so deep. It's getting out of hand. Reel it back. Just a hair. Shows the grandest message for grandest to reply to something this lady who's Rose, well, Tulip, I don't know, is proof, because Grandis had a message on this woman's page. She mentions one of the boys' names, and she shows a picture of him. That's low. And then she says, because someone in the chat says, well, this is bad. This could cause people to stop looking for Rose. She's like, don't come at me if you don't want to. If you didn't want to hear it, you shouldn't have been in here. I'm just telling what's up. Don't come at me about this hurting people for looking for Rose, because we're fibbing saying we know where she is. This ain't on me. Rose knows what's happened to Summer. Rose who's been in hiding, ain't had no contact with him, knows what's happened to Summer, they say. Said people are mean for not believing her. Then she slanders Rose quite a bit. Says Rose was running a pimp ring. And she says she had bad substance abuse issues. We don't know none of that to be true. So that's slandering Rose. And I think you're doing that because you know she's not around to sue you. And somehow they know Summer was moved. And see, that telling that lies too is hurting Summer. And you got her little picture up there through your whole thing. Now that's people see that and ain't gonna be looking for her because they know she's done been moved twice, according to you. That's BS. It's entertainment purposes only. Yeah, it's a damn tragedy what you're doing it. Once again, she threatens to file charges on somebody. And she acts like there's some kind of involvement in Rose and other YouTubers. Oh my God. You know, it was so weird. Like Rose was mad at certain people or something. Show the pics again that looks nothing like Rose. And disclaimers thrown in. Hey, this ain't Ziggy the creator. This is Ziggy V. Apparently they're two different people. I've seen Ziggy V in my chat. I don't know anything about her. I'm not going to comment on that. But, you know, if she was raising money off this story that's being told, I guess as long as people know it's for entertainment purposes, it's alright. It's just a story.